Hey guys, how are you all doing? Yeah, it looks like the next phase of AI agents isn't just in the browser. Hermes Agent has just released a native desktop version for Windows, Mac, and Linux, bringing persistent memory, automations, sub-agents, and integration with various platforms directly to your machine. The idea is very simple. An agent that learns as you use it, remembers your projects, and performs tasks in an increasingly personalized way. And the interesting detail is that this new feature was demonstrated for the first time during the keynote by Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, at GTC, the company's main AI event. And now it's in public preview so everyone can use it. So let's go. I'll show you now what it's for, how to install it, and some other little things. Deal? So let's go. On to the video. Well guys, today I want to share this new feature with you. The next evolution of Hermes Agent is here, introducing Hermes Desktop. Everything you love about Hermes, now natively on your machine. Demonstrated for the first time at NVIDIA's annual Artificial Intelligence event, it's now available to everyone in public preview. Let's go to Nose Research's page, the company behind Hermes. Look, the agent grows with you. To install, it will detect your machine, but it's available for Mac, Windows, and Linux. What does this new agent have? Well, they say here that it lives everywhere. Telegram, Discord, Slack, WhatsApp, Signal, and so on. It has persistent memory, meaning it learns from your projects, generates skills automatically, and never forgets how you solve the problem. Another thing, it's focused on automation, natural language scheduling for reports, backups, and briefings, executed autonomously. Through the gateway, with constant focus, multiplied tasks, isolated subagents with their own conversations, browse the web. Web search, browser automation, computer vision, image generation, text-to-speech conversion, and multimodal reasoning. For programmers, isolated sandboxing. 5 backends, local, Docker, SSH, Singularity, and modal. So, a lot of people were already using a previous version of Hermes on their computers, but now they've released this app, which is available and can be installed for Mac, Linux, and Windows. And how do you go about installing it? After clicking the link that will be down here in the description of this video, the Hermes interface itself will detect which operating system you're using. In my case, it's Windows. So, I'm going to click here. It will download this file directly to my computer. It's an executable file. Then you just proceed with the installation as usual. During this process, it will run some checks on your machine to see if you have all the components needed for Hermes to run. For example, Python 3.11 Git, Node.js, and so on. So, it will detect if these components are present on your machine. And if they're not, it will install them automatically. Well, once this first part of the installation is done, it's time to choose which artificial intelligence model you want to use inside Hermes. It gives you several options here like OpenRouter, OpenAI, Google Gemini, XAI, or local models that you already have installed on your computer. So, another advantage of Hermes Desktop is that you can use this application with local models installed directly on your machine. I'll show you some details about this in a moment. When we get to this part, they recommend that you use the NUS portal. Why? Although Hermes Desktop is a free application, they have plans here in case you want to use the company's resources. Let's go. If you don't pay anything, you'll have access to the free models here, and then you'll pay according to your usage. If you subscribe for $20 a month, then you'll have access to more than 300 models, and you'll also get higher rate limits. And then the plan goes up from there. So the Super here is at $100 and the Ultra at $200. But in all of them, what changes here are the usage limits. Why? The number of models stays the same. You'll have access to more than 300 models, so it might be worth it if you're into this agent vibe. Because with a single plan, with a single subscription, you'll have access to more than 300 models. If you're an occasional user like me, maybe a regular subscription or an API key from Oliyama will be enough for you. But that will depend on each person's usage, okay? So, getting back to the installation here. Notice that even though it suggests the NUS portal here, it already automatically detects which subscriptions and API keys are linked to my machine. In my case here, Anthropic Cloud and Cloud Code. If I want to use an OpenAI key, for example, I just select OpenAI Codex /chat EPT here, then it will ask for authorization to use it. Just give your consent. Then you will select here which artificial intelligence model you want to use. If it's with the OpenAI key, GPT-5, GPT-5.4, and GPT-5.4 Mini are available. With Anthropic, I have Cloud Opus 4, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, and so on. Once you've chosen the model, you just start using Hermes. One cool thing is that right after the launch, they made it possible to use Oleama inside Hermes. And you can do this in two ways. Either by having an Oleama subscription, and then you'll be able to generate an API key and use the models on Oleama's cloud. Or if not, you can use those models that are installed locally. But there's a catch. Why? If you're using an API key, paying your $20 a month for Oleama, they recommend using these models here. Kimi K2.5, GLM 5.1, QEM 3.5, and Minimax 2.7. If you want to run the models locally, they recommend GEMA 4 and QEM 3.6. By the way, to run GEMA 4, you'll need a graphics card with at least 16 GB of memory. Or if you want to use QEM 3.6, your graphics card will need to have at least 24 GB of memory. So not just any machine will be able to run these models locally. That's why I recommend that you use these models in the cloud. It could be a subscription to OpenAI, Anthropic, Oleama itself, or OpenRouter. You choose. Once the installation is finished, this is the Hermes agent interface. So let's get started. Let's start here with the side menus. Look at how many skills and tools are available here for us to use with our agent. And then you have the option to enable or disable each one of them with these switches that appear here on the side. So here I have autonomous agents, Cloud Code, Codex, Hermes Agent, OpenCode, ConfUI, Sketch, and so on. So you select here which one you want to enable on your machine. And everything is divided here by category. So I have autonomous agents, creative, data science, email, gaming, general, GitHub, MCP, and so on. Remember that you can install these skills manually via terminal. For example, one of the tools here is Chrome Jobs. What is this for? It's so you can schedule tasks inside the agent. For example, if you want this agent to go on the internet every day and get information about a certain subject, you'll need to have Chrome Job there to do this task for you. Another example of a tool here, code execution. What for? To execute code. Browser automation, in other words, the agent will be able to interact with your browser. Video analysis, as the name suggests, is a tool that will help you analyze videos. Likewise, there are tools for generating images, videos, and so on. So these skills and these tools already come pre-installed and configured within the Hermes agent. Next up is the messaging menu. Well, notice that here I have Telegram, Discord, Slack, WhatsApp, Signal, email, and so on. What is this for? Basically, so you can control your agent through your phone. There are already other videos here on the channel showing how you do this, but basically you'll use a bot on Telegram, for example, to ask your agent to do tasks for you, so you can keep track of it on your phone. You'll have your little robot there and you can ask it to write an email, to start a task on your machine, to generate daily reports, and so on. You have remote control there using Telegram, Discord, WhatsApp, and all these tools that are available here. So it's a way to automate everything without you having to be in front of your computer all the time, because you can keep this control using your cell phone and all these messaging tools that are available here. Now let's go to the settings. So you just have to click here on the gear icon. The first item that appears is model. What is it for? It's for you to choose the artificial intelligence model you want to use. In my case here, I'm using an authorization from Grok, but I also have Oleama, Anthropic, OpenAI, and Alibaba installed here. So I can choose any artificial intelligence model here that's linked to one of these subscriptions. If I click here on OpenAI Codex, I have access to GPT-5, GPT-5.4, and GPT-5.4 Mini. The same thing here with Anthropic. All the company's models are available for you to use within Hermes Agent. I'll come back here to talk to you about the Oleama configuration. Let's go to the chat now. So here I can choose my agent's personality. I have options like assistant, concise, technical, creative, and so on. In appearance, there are several options here. So here you can choose if you want a light theme, and then you can switch the colors down here, and it's the same thing with the dark theme. So here you can choose which of these themes you like the most. I like Slate, so I'll leave it on this one. In Workspace, you will set the directories here, where it will save the interactions you have with it on your machine. There are also some security options that you can enable or disable. Memory and context, it's the same thing. You will set up the configuration that fits your routine. In voice, this already comes pre-installed. You can use specific text-to-speech models here, or use the ones that already come with your subscription to the artificial intelligence model you're using here. Gateway configuration, and this function here is important, especially when we want to use the Hermes agent on the cell phone. As I mentioned at the beginning, if you want, for example, to create a bot to interact with your machine, you will have to activate the gateway and enter your token, and from there, you will be able to control the Hermes agent with your cell phone. Here in API keys, all the API keys you are using will appear here. In my case, since I'm using an Oleama subscription, I've already entered my API key here, so I can use Oleama's cloud models. There's also the option here to connect with MCPs, and here are the archived chats. What I talked about with Hermes is stored here in this folder. Going back to the model here, I'll select Oleama, and then all the models available with my API key will show up here. Just a reminder, the API key we generate over at Oleama is a paid API key. To run the models locally, like I mentioned at the very beginning, you need to have a powerful machine with at least 16 GB of memory, which is not my case here. So, to demonstrate for you, I'm going to choose the model here, QMK 2.5. I'll click apply, and you can see that from now on, I'm using QMK 2.5 here. Now you can ask whatever you want. I'll say hi to it. It replied to me in English. I'll ask if we can speak in Portuguese. Of course we can speak in Portuguese. So guys, how you're going to use the agent depends on each person. As I said before, you can ask it to write an email for you or to do a search on the internet, searching for plane tickets, product prices, cheaper accommodations, news about a certain topic, or performing tasks on your computer. In short, you decide what the agent can do using your computer, as long as it's turned on. So, how people will use this agent will depend on each person's needs. If you're using a Telegram bot, for example, and your computer is on, you can make a request. For example, you're out on the street and you need to create an app or a page, right? A landing page, really quickly. How do you do it? Open Telegram with Gateway enabled, then ask for something like this. Just something simple here, just for demonstration. Create a landing page talking about Hermes desktop. Imagine you're on the street and need to create something quickly or access info stored on your computer. You can use Telegram or WhatsApp. You activate your bot there and start talking to your PC. So this agent is basically meant for that, so you can automate tasks remotely. Even if you're not in front of your computer, you can ask it to perform these tasks for you. Done. It already finished creating my landing page and saved it in this folder on my PC since it has access to my computer. Let's open it to see how it looks. And look, here's my landing page. Already. Just imagine if I had done this remotely, right? Using my Telegram bot. So, this is just an example. You can use your agent for any kind of task. There are a lot of people who let the agent run on a Mac Mini, for example. So, you'll have a computer that's always on, and then when you need it, you activate your agent and ask it to perform these tasks for you, even if you're not in front of your computer. So guys, give it a try. I believe this is the future of artificial intelligence. More and more, we're seeing agents running on machines, performing tasks locally. You can use Gma here, for example, but for that, at least for now, you need to have a very powerful machine to run it satisfactorily. Otherwise, it'll take too long, you'll lose patience, and it won't help. So, try it out and then come back here in the comments to tell me what you thought about being able to access Hermes directly from your desktop now. So, did you like it? Comment down below if you already use these agents in your daily life and why. Let's get this debate going, alright? I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.